a dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no.
Good morning, beautiful people. I am all up on y'all. Don't worry, I already brushed my teeth. But I'm now just wash my face with my antibacterial soap. And then after that, I go in with my little CeraVe Renewing Essay Cleanser. So that's what you're about to see me do. I do the hand washing with the antibacterial soap. And then once I put a little pump of this on, I rub it in and then I go in with my towel on it. But I hope you all had a great weekend. Happy Monday morning. I already shared my vlog with you. Let's see, y'all are going to see this on Tuesday? Yes, because I'll be putting the weekend vlog that I did up on Monday. Did just a little bit of shopping, a little bit of trying on and all that jazz. If you missed it, go ahead and give it a view. It is, in fact, a longer video for those of you who like that. I can't remember if I'm all that chatty. I don't think I'm too chatty in that one, which is so ironic because I'm like, dang, I feel like I talk too much. And those are the videos that seem to resonate best with you all. So I guess y'all fool with me a little bit. I appreciate that. Really do. On to the eyes. I do not know how people wash their face and open their eyes. Like, I cannot do it. You know what else I can do? I tried it for a little bit. I can't do the false eyelashes or extension eyelashes because, like, how I like to get all up in here like that. Those lashes don't let me do it. And then when I put my mascara lashes on, which I do, I have the hardest time getting the glue off, and I be swearing up and down. I got all the glue off. Wake up the next morning, and what's on my white pillowcase? Some of that glue. But whatever. And yes, I wash my lips too. Hope I'm not bored. I probably am. It felt like I was blowing bubbles out of my nose. Excuse me for that. But I like to go soft and slow around my eyes. Let's rinse this off and keep going with the day. Now I'm that person who, when I wash my face, I prefer to do it at the sink. And then I do all my moisturizing stuff. Then while I'm in the shower, I don't wash my face anymore, but I feel like all that steam and moisture and stuff just further adds to moisturizing my face. So, little weird things we do, or I do anyway. Y'all probably don't do it that way, but yes, I does. And as you can see, I've talked about it before. I don't dry my face. I'm okay with it drip drying, and then once it gets dry enough, I put on my hyaluronic acid, moisturizer, jump in the shower. And that's about where we are. So I'm going in with my ordinary hyaluronic acid. I usually kind of just rub it in, but I know that it's better to press it in. So that we are doing when I think about it. And I got time today. I got up nice and refreshed. So we doing this. Sick of looking at my nails like this, so I guess today we'll be putting some nails on. Also goes on my lips. Yes, it does. Sounds kind of weird putting an acid on my lips, and I'm probably not supposed to do it, but I also had a little bit around my eyelids as well. Speaking of my eyes, so far I'm still content with this e.l.f. eye moisturizing deal, as well as I switch sometimes. I use e.l.f. moisturizer, or I use the NFM NMF. I can never get that right. I use the NMF moisturizer by The Ordinary, but I'm down to about a drop of that. I need to just start making a list. Instead of running my mouth about all the stuff I'm low on, I need to make a list so that when I come back, I'm not out of my face wash. I'm not out, just walk around the house and do it. But yeah, that's what we doing. Oh, did she put too much on? It sure is looking like it. Well, that's all right. Waste not, wonder. We'll rub it in. Just like that there. I'm usually pretty swollen in the morning, but what I don't have time to do is an ice roll, and I actually have it. I should, as I say that, I should do it more, at least on the weekends, but they say it works wonders, and I got it, and I want to say I got it over the summer. Over the summer, I was real good with it. I was bossy. But then came work life and busy life, but it really doesn't take that long. I need to invest in that little 5 minutes because, I'm getting to that age and stage where every little bit helps and every little bit matters. So, yeah, I need to do better about that. Does it matter when I press the moisturizer in? I sure don't know, but I switch it back and forth. I switch it back and forth anyway. I don't know why I put it on my neck. I'm about to hop in the shower. This is some kind of lip balm. I don't even know if that'll show up, and I don't have my glasses on, but it's some kind of lip balm that I got off of Amazon. And I put it on morning and night. All right, with that said, time to take a shower. And we're back. You know what? I have these 2 lines on my face. Honestly, y'all, I do not know where these lines came from. But we're going to cover those up with a little of my concealer here. I do not know what the deal is. I'm trying to clear them up. I would love to know, like, just randomly, where have these dark, not even spots, but lines on my face come from? They look crazy to me. So I'm going to let this concealer sit. It's my eraser. I use it in 146.5. Not sure what your color would be, but I'm also going to brighten my eyes up here. There we go. My under eye, I should say. And just give it a little brushy whirl. Yeah, I'm real upset about that, those lines on my face. I was going to say that line, but so I must have had something on that caused some kind of bruising or some kind of something for that to happen. And I'm just trying to blur it out. Nope, I just accidentally rubbed it off. There we go. So try to blur it out around that area. And take off any excess. There we go. Now let's try to blur it. But yeah, that's the darndest thing. I have no idea where that came from. I'll put a little powder to set it on there too. But super weird. Yeah, I like my under eye to be a little brighter than my eyelid. So for my eyelid, I use the Can't Stop by NYX. And I think this is Cappuccino. Just a tiny dot here and there. Ooh, that tiny dot was too much. Let's take some of that off. Put it on my hand there. Because I'm just really trying to bring my eyes forward and stuff. And I'm not even putting on a full face of makeup. Well, I say full face, but do I ever really know? I don't do a beat. And in that way that women contour and all that, I don't do that either. I'm okay with my features as they are, and that's not to say other women aren't okay with theirs, but a lot of times we kind of snatch and narrow and all that to our nose. But I'm okay. Yep, I got a black nose. You put this nose on a white woman and it would look probably very odd and huge. So it's definitely an ethnic nose. I'm just dipping in my powder. This is, what is this? Oh, I can't remember. It's like R&R. Y'all know what this brand is? I know it's a beauty supply brand, but I cannot think of what it is. But I'm just putting that on for a little color. And then my setting powder is Wet n Wild, y'all. That's how much I'm really not into this whole makeup thing. But then I'm setting it, and I feel like that blurs that out some more. Whatever those lines are, may they go away real soon. I'm already tired of them. Little swoosh-de-whoosh over the eyebrows. Every so often, I'll trim my eyebrows, and when I do, I go the opposite way. My bad, my lip liner was on my vanity. But I feel like it just makes my lips look much bigger when I line them a little. I just follow the line of my lips on the top, the corner, and just to there, like where the brown of my lips stop, I stop the lip liner. And for some reason, it feels like it makes my lips look bigger. Then right in there in my Cupid's bow, if I have any contour left, I'll just pop it in the middle a little bit. Now I need some, I don't need it, but I want some mascara. This is that one size trial that I got. I like it. I think it's pretty good. But that being said, I liked my Wet n Wild when I had it too. So I'm not sure that I see a whole heck of a lot of difference. Maybe the brush makes a bit of difference. And if that's the case, baby, I be done dip this brush into some Wet n Wild. It probably doesn't fit. But yeah, I will say the brush is a very busy brush. So maybe that kind of gives my eyelashes a little extra va-va-voom. Because after a few strokes, I do see a difference. I don't know if you do or not. But we'll stroke up the other eye. And baby, after a few more strokes, we are done with makeup. Not me will ever be that tutorial girl for makeup. Oh, you know what, y'all? I'm actually lying. I might come back and put on an extra coat of mascara afterwards. Because why not? No, I'm lying. You know what I've been loving? It's this Halo Glow, also by e.l.f. I like this. And I just put a couple of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's literally my pattern. I don't know if it shows up, but I go top, bottom, over and over, top, bottom, over and over. And then what do I use? My finger. And I just rub that on in. Just like that on my cheekbone area. And then if I have any left over, I'll rub it on my nose. But let me dip back in my Wet n Wild just to set that too. Now, I'm gonna call my makeup finished. We're done. Just super quick 1, 2. No one is ever gonna call me a makeup queen or guru. Someone asked me about that once, and I'm like, that's it. That's all I do. I should have set my hair. I'll go ahead and set it tonight, but maybe I just was not in the mood. And it shows. Oops, let's pause for this for a second. A lot of mornings I like to give it a little extra stimulation. Today it just so happens to be a little dry feeling. So I'm raising my hair and then I'm gonna put just a little of this in. Yep, it's only gonna be in for a day because, like I said, I'll probably be setting my hair tonight. And for some reason, again, I only itch like that for reals in the crown of my hair. So weird. This weather is crazy. I haven't even figured out what I'm wearing. Yesterday, it got up to like 80 something. And today, it's only going to be in the upper 60-ish, I think. Just don't know what the weather's going to be like. Yeah, I probably should have put a little bump or a curl in that. That is not quite falling right today, is it? That's because it needs to be washed, Kimberly. Plain and simple. Where's my pick? In my purse. There we go. Oh yeah, that ain't nothing falling right on this hair. Like I said, good thing we about to wash it. Little setting lotion on these edges. They looking a little dryish and kind of wild. Oh yeah, this hair is through. We need to wash it, plain and simple. Probably cut it up a little. Ooh, you getting on my, why am I doing all this? I haven't even put on my shirt. But yeah, that's what I was saying with this crazy weather. I don't even know what I'm wearing today. We'll figure it out here shortly, won't we? For now, girl, you already know the hair ain't coming together, so why are you still playing in it? Get your butt out the door. Because this is how it happens. I get up early, I start trying to film, run my mouth. Next thing I know, we is late, so let's go. Yo, this is probably the worst. Let me say hopefully. This is hopefully the worst day in my V.E.D.A series for the whole month. I'm gonna just put that out there. I started off with such promise. I got up nice, bright, and early this morning, washed my face. Y'all saw it. I'm sure I'm going to include the video. And the next thing I was supposed to do, I was going to talk to y'all on the ride to work about what I don't know. Y'all know I just come up with stuff off the rip. And maybe even show a little bit of a lesson, all of that. Why, when I was halfway to work, I get ready to hit record on my, where is my, how about I left the camera right here at home? So I didn't have the camera. I ended up going to work, couldn't film any of that, of course. Again, don't have the camera. After work, I went to Ross. I returned the shoes, kept the top. It's that pink top. But I kept it because they didn't have a larger size. So I guess I'm going to just be fast and let the girls show. So I kept the top. I went to Aldi after that, picked up a few groceries. And been on the phone like ever since. One of my friends had an interview. She feels like that didn't go well, and we were talking about it. And then after that, I was talking to a guy that I recently met. Girl, okay. And I don't want to always talk about my, I want to say non-existent, because it's only really just semi-existent dating life. I don't want this to be just about that. But I'm going to tell you too. I'm mixed. If y'all don't know it, I'm actually mixed. I'm part black and part nosy. So I've been listening to all of this China stuff. Oh, but first of all, the U.S. is not going to win this trade war. We're not. I feel like if you look in the average American household, you'd be hard pressed to find something that is not made in China. I've never been to China. I haven't. Let me just front load with that. I've never been to China. Never been there. But I feel like if we look throughout their household, we're not going to find stuff that's made in America. We're not. I don't feel that way. And so the imposition of these tariffs and all of that stuff is just, it's not so bright. We're going to say that. Then on top of that, I saw, oh gosh, what was his title? It was like President of Global Relations or something in China. Don't quote me. I don't know. But they had an American who was interviewing him about the tariffs, and he flat out he was like cutting her off. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. China has been here for 5,000 years and will be here for another 5,000 years. And he meant that. Like the way these people are coming out talking about luxury brands and all, saying it with their whole chest. I'm an American through and through, but I gotta give China their props. They coming through with the petty. They really are. They are coming through with the petty, and it's thoroughly entertaining. Like it is appealing to my half nosy side. It really is. But I watched some of that. Been home, and I was gonna pick up the camera and make my chicken salad and stuff because I've been craving chicken salad. And I got this rotisserie chicken. So the way I do it, I don't even bake the whole, I don't, all the baking of the chicken, I don't do that. I go right over to Costco. I get that little $5 chicken and I eat me some pieces off that chicken. Sometimes I barbecue it. Sometimes I might, shred it up, make a sandwich with it, do whatever with the little chicken. But I want to use the rest of it to make a chicken salad. And the part I say about don't judge me is because I don't really care for cold chicken salad. So I shred y'all, I shred the chicken. I make my salad fixings, which if I'm being honest, the average chicken salad consists of more like a mayonnaise-y texture. Mine is more like potato salad, minus the potatoes. So I have some mayo in there, but I have, the ketchup, relish, all that. But anyway, I was going to make that. And I realized I don't feel like it. I don't. I still got some food left from other things. Like I've got salad, I've got another baked potato, I've got some food left over from Texas Roadhouse. And it's only a 4-day work week because Friday is Good Friday. And then Friday night, I'm hanging out with my grandbaby, babysitting her as her mom goes to a show. And so I'm just like, am I even meal prepping this week? No, I'm not. I'm not doing it. So I end up on the phone all night and end up talking to this guy. I think I started preluding that I had met. Y'all get this. So when I met him, he was talking about how I seem like such a nice person. I seem authentic. He found me very attractive. I seem nice. By the way, he found me very attractive. And he had been drinking or whatever. So I'm kind of like, all right, I'm going to give him a little bit of grace. Hit him with that Google number. And tonight we were talking on the phone some. Okay, cool. So how about tonight? He starts with he's a divorced guy. I expect that at this age. So he hits me with something about how, and I'm gonna be real honest. I wasn't listening super close to what he was saying because a huge part of me already felt like, yeah, this really isn't going anywhere, and it came in feelings like. I'm not going to say I'm that person who wants that instant attraction. I think it can be earned and worked for and all of that. But what did he say that just kind of made me feel away? I don't remember. But I just didn't have a real feeling about it. So I'm kind of moving around, putting stuff away, doing what I do as he's talking. And then I start tuning in and he was like, but I'm someone who needs a woman to come with more. I've already talked to y'all about how I feel about that bring to the table stuff. So I feel like when he said come with more, he was skirting right up to the line of bringing something to the table. But he pulled it back. Like I feel like he knew I better not say brings to the table. So then he starts talking about how he's been divorced and he's been dating women. And get this, a whole lot of them, they look good or whatever, but I'm looking for something other than that. I'm looking for something beneath the surface. Like, okay, it's cool that they look good, but what else have you got? What else is going on? Da, 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 da. Mind you now, when he met me, he kept saying, oh, I seem like a nice person. Circle back. I'm an attractive woman. Oh, I seem like I'm kind-hearted. Circle back, I'm an attractive woman. So it felt like he was finding me attractive then. Cool. But now tonight, I got to bring something more to the table. So it kind of felt like he was telling me without directly telling me that I better be about something. I better, like, it was giving me vibes of I got something to prove to him. Like, oh, I know you find me attractive, but let me put on my dancing shoes. I can also do this. I can, no. And when he started talking about bringing things to the table, some of the stuff he was talking about was things like, it was domestic. It was things like cooking, being a partner in the household, helping with the bills and things like that. But he didn't say helping with the bills. How did he? Helping with the household. That's what he said. Now, he said helping with the household after he had already said, cooking. A lot of women don't even know how to clean. So I need things like that. And, somebody that can help with the household as well. So after cooking, after cleaning, doesn't that sound like just paying for stuff? So I'm just like, okay, I'm taking it all in. Mind you, he's never asked me what do I want. Hasn't asked me what do I need. And if we want to talk about looks, he was very average looking. But here's the thing, I can see looks, but I don't really count looks, if that makes sense. Like I can see that somebody's nice looking, not nice looking, average. All I say is you can't scare me. You cannot scare me. But it's okay if you look average. Like that stuff is not a big deal to me. But I'm just noticing the whole time he's talking, he has not asked me what do I want. So that alone tells me I'm not significant. It's like it was almost the way he was talking, it made me feel like he had a character that he needed played in his life, in the story of him. But that character didn't need to have any character. Like that character didn't need to have any substance. That character didn't need to really be a real person. It surely didn't need to have wants and things that matter. None of that was relevant to him. I'm just like, and I promise you at the end of the conversation, I said, and I meant it, I said, you know what? It's been really good hearing you out and listening to you talk. And he said, yeah, yeah, yeah. You easy to talk to. It's good talking to you. It's good. He couldn't say it was good listening to you too, Kymberly. It was good hearing how you feel. He couldn't say any of that. And it seemed okay that he couldn't. And I just thought, wow, that's what's out there. Is it though? I appreciate that. I don't have any intentions of talking to him again. I didn't end the conversation in a way that let him know that. I'm pretty sure, and I'm not trying to be cute, I'm pretty sure he's going to call again, and that's when I'm going to let him know. I'm I'm not really interested in pursuing this further. I managed to talk to a guy several times, and just out of curiosity, I'm thinking eventually he's going to ask me a question. Eventually he's going to. So I ended up hitting him with a very basic question. What is my last name? He had no idea. None. No idea. And I'm not sure. Oh, he does know. Yeah, that was weird too. He does know my last name because we ended up knowing people who know people, and he knew someone that knew. Yeah. So he does know my last name. I'll give him that little piece of credit. But it's not because he listened. It's not because we had conversation. It's because he knows one of my brothers. That's it. Other than that, and if my brothers and I had different last names or any, he wouldn't know. He wouldn't even know that. So I don't know what's the moral of what I'm saying. I don't really have a moral. I just find it interesting. I find it I find it sad is what I find it. I do. I find it sad. But I also find it comforting because when people say, "Oh, you should," or "Why haven't you?" and I think of conversations like this and I think, "No, I'm good. I'm I'm actually pretty good." I find joy in being alone right now. I find comfort. Like when I said I was thinking about making a chicken salad, I changed my mind. I'm thinking of, oh, I got leftovers. Oh, baby, I got enough food for one, not two, one, and I'm good. And I'll tell you, when I'm in a marriage, I was about to say relationship, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. When I'm in a marriage, um, and I decide I'm gonna make some soup for myself, it's absolutely nothing for me to add more ingredients to make it for two. But I just cannot put in that kind of work and just not matter. And that is concerning. Like, I find more and more, we've always known as women, men really have the gift of gab and can talk about themselves a lot, and that's cool. I'm doing it right now because it's a camera and I'm talking to y'all through a camera. But if you were here in person, we women would be doing a whole lot of back and forth because we seek those connections. Whereas I feel like men just seek to be understood, and they're not that complex. So honestly, you ain't got to say as much, men, to be understood. You can say less and still be understood. But it would be nice if they were interested in connections. And that's what I'm not seeing. So for people wondering, oh, why are you single? Why don't, because I'm seeking a connection. Yeah, yeah. But right now I'm finna connect with some sleep. I am so mad at me. I need to edit and do some things before I go to bed, but yeah, bed is on the horizon. Let me say thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Good night.
These are dream rules. This is so